Stories whispered by firelight and guarded by spirits. Here they live again in the heartbeat of Africa. Welcome to the Shadow Griot. In the days when the moon was still young and the rivers spoke to those who listened, there was a kingdom called Alaoma. It was a land of golden fields and dark forests, of spirits and men, of beauty and sorrow. In that land lived a young woman named Amara, the daughter of a humble potter. Amara was known across the land for her good heart. Her hand shaped not only clay, but kindness. When the old were hungry, she fed them. When the sick cried out, she came with herbs and laughter. Her spirit was gentle, her smile bright as dawn. But even in the brightest light, shadows wait. Far beyond Amara's village lay the forest of Obunda, a place where no one dared to walk after sunset. It was said that the forest belonged to Okoro, the Leopard-Man, a creature neither man nor beast. Long ago, before his curse, Okoro had been a warrior of great fame and pride. But Okoro's heart was restless. He wanted power beyond men. He went to the witch Ezema, who lived in a grove of ancient spirits, and begged her for strength that could never fail. Ezema gave him what he sought, but at a terrible cost. She touched his chest with her staff and told him that his wish had been granted: the speed of the storm, the strength of the leopard, and the fear of all men. But his soul would never find peace again. From that night, Okoro's body changed. His eyes glowed like molten gold. His hands grew claws, and his heart beat with hunger for blood. He became both man and beast, the Leopard-Man, cursed to walk between worlds, feared by all, pitied by none. One night, when the moon rose full and round, the villagers gathered for the festival of rain spirits. Drums echoed through the night, bodies swayed, and laughter rolled like thunder. Amara danced by the fire, her hair glistening in the flames' light. But far away, in the dark forest, something stirred. Okoro, the Leopard-Man, watched the lights of the village from afar. It had been many seasons since he had seen human joy. His heart, though cursed, still remembered laughter. And that memory, that fragile ember, burned painfully within him. He crept closer to the edge of the trees, unseen, his body half shadow, half man. And from the darkness he saw her, Amara, glowing with life. For the first time in many moons, the beast's heart trembled. One quiet evening, under a pale moon, Amara went to fetch water from the river of whispers. The air was heavy, the forest still. Then she heard a sound, a faint groan from the tall grass nearby. Curiosity and compassion pulled her closer. There, half hidden among the reeds, lay a wounded man. His breath came weakly, and his body was marked by claw and blood. Amara's heart stirred with pity. She tore a piece of her wrapper to bind his wound and fetched water for his lips. Each day after, she returned, bringing herbs, food, and silence. Her kindness did not fade, even when fear should have ruled her. She did not know that the man she cared for was none other than Okoro, the cursed one of the forest.
Days passed into nights, and night into moons. The man began to heal. His strength returned, and with it a quiet watchfulness. He had long forgotten the feeling of being cared for, of gentleness, of being seen, not as a monster, but as a man. Amara's presence touched something deep within him. Her voice became the only sound that calmed the beast inside his chest. For the first time since his curse, Okoro felt the warmth of humanity flicker again. Yet even as his heart softened, his curse deepened. The spirit of the witch whispered in the wind that love would destroy him. The more he felt for Amara, the weaker his dark power became, and the more the beast within him fought to stay alive.
Amara began to notice strange things. The man she nursed never stayed long after nightfall. His eyes, when the moon touched them, shimmered like gold. There was power in his gaze, wild, dangerous, yet full of sorrow. And then, one night, as he turned from her, she saw faint spots glimmering beneath his skin, like the markings of a leopard. Her breath caught, and the truth filled her heart with both terror and pity. She had fallen in love with the Leopard-Man. But Amara's heart did not turn away. She believed that beneath his curse, the man still lived, the man who could be saved. And so she continued to meet him by the river. Her laughter softened him. Her kindness chained his rage. But each meeting drew him closer to the edge of madness. The curse demanded blood. The man wanted love. In the forest, the witch Ezema watched through the smoke of her fire. Her voice rose like wind over bones. She called out to her creation, to Okoro, the cursed one. She reminded him that love was poison to his power. If he did not kill the girl, his strength would die, and the beast within him would be torn apart. The Leopard-Man wandered the forest in torment. He clawed at the earth, tore at trees, and roared at the sky. The moon hid behind clouds, unwilling to witness his pain. He tried to stay away from Amara, but love is stronger than fear. Her memory followed him like light through darkness, and though the curse burned inside him, he could not bring himself to harm her. One night, the heavens opened. The sky wept rain, and lightning split the clouds. The villagers hid in their huts, whispering prayers. But Amara walked through the storm, calling for the man who had vanished. She followed the path to the forest, her feet sinking in mud, her heart trembling but sure. She called out his name into the wind, begging him to fight his curse. And deep within the forest, he heard her voice. The Leopard-Man stepped into the storm, his body torn between beast and man. His claws dug into the soil, his heart split with agony. The curse screamed for blood, but love cried louder. As the lightning flashed, he saw her face, soaked, trembling, unafraid. and in that moment he knew what he must do. He turned his claws inward toward his own heart. The storm echoed his cry as he fell to the ground. The beast died, and the man found peace. When the rain stopped, Amara knelt beside him, holding his lifeless body. Her tears mixed with the last drops of the storm.
At dawn, the villagers found her sitting beneath the great baobab tree, with the pelt of a leopard folded in her arms. They buried Okoro beneath that very tree. And from that day on, the tree began to lean, its wide branches bending toward Amara's hut, as though listening for her voice. Each evening, she would sing softly, and though the wind was still, the leaves would rustle. Some said it was Okoro's spirit listening. Others said it was love that refused to die. So remember this, children of Alaoma. Love can soften even the sharpest claws, but not every darkness wishes to be saved. Some hearts are born under a moon that never sleeps, and some loves, though pure, are meant to end in silence. When you see the moonlight touch the baobab leaves, remember Amara, the girl who loved the Leopard-Man. The fire sleeps, but its warmth remains. Don't forget, every spirit loves a listener. Subscribe and return for the next tale.